Welcome back to Rock and Rattle Retreat. We are building up from the ground, or under the ground. Here we started building up by pouring the footers. This has been over a year ago now. Yeah, we did a lot of clearing, blasting, digging, blasting, more digging, pulling out a lot of rock. It's mostly rock. Okay, current times. We have gotten partial decking on the garages. Got all the trusses up for the garages. The main house, we haven't gotten the pieces on yet. There is no trusses on the main house. It's going to be SIP tops. They are sitting there on the right hand side under that black plastic. And there's a couple someplace else, I think. But before that happens, we got to get the garage roofs decked out and some walls up around the loft area. Most of the pieces are up on the loft itself there. We need a back wall, we need some side walls. And there was no real good place to put the camera. That was far enough away to capture most of it. So, droned up, got a few walls up, got the back wall up. And we got one more wall on the right side that's laying there in the center that's got to go up. But that didn't capture that one either. As you can tell, there was two windows back there. Okay, down in the garage, we have some cavities down here. There was one on the right side, now the one on the left side we're going to fill in. So the headers didn't take up all of the space. We're going to put some foam back in behind them to give us a little insulation behind the headers. So did one, change ladder, and here we're going to do the other one. We cut some foam pieces to put in here, going up and kind of tacking a nail in to hold them until we can get some sheeting on the outside of them. And we got two more garages to go, but not showing you that. There we did one. Alright, on the outside we have these trusses left over. The company who made them brought up some extra ones because they noticed some broken ones in the package because they tried to deliver them. There was flooding. They took them back. They tried to deliver them again. And some of them got broke in the meantime of loading and unloading these things. Because usually how they unload them, they just back the truck up, tilt it up, and dump them. And then, since they're just dumped on the ground, trying to pick them up with the forklift is impossible. So we're taking these things apart for the 2x4s. You pry up the mending plate. The wife is going to pry up the corner of the mending plates that she can. And then I come in with a pair of big channel locks. Get a hold of that edge, hopefully. And use these things and rip them off, roll it up. Ever wonder how they can actually be so... Oops, sorry about that, guys. You fell over. Here we go, back up. You ever wonder how they can actually be that great? If they just have these mending plates holding together, no nails. These things are put on there. Geesh. As you can tell, I'm using a big pair of channel locks to get these things off. You need a lot of force to get them off, so that's how they keep together. And not that, just that. When you get them off one side, you got to get them off the other side. So we have to turn this thing over. Get it off that stack. And up. we go. Yeah. And then we got to pry and peel off the rest of these things. So once you get them all peeled up and off, you got a bunch of 2x4s, different lengths, with a bunch of angles cut on them, but they're 2x4s. Alright. A couple days later, we got the roofers, not the roofers, the framers back to finish, well, almost finish the sheeting. It's like very high dense fog, but if you go down in elevation, it's clear. So this is clouds. It was dreary. It was, you can barely see anything. But you can see them there putting a roofing decking on. What did happen is they ran out of decking to put up there because we didn't have enough. The roofers estimated how much we needed and missed. So they came back a couple days later after we got another load of them, and now they are dragging them through the house and up the ladder to the loft, and then schlepping them out across the roof to put them on. It's like little ants with the little leaves. There goes the panel up, and there goes the panel across the roof, very slowly as he goes across with the whole panel. 4x8 sheet of plywood. And then they're cutting some of them to fit the size. These guys are using no harnesses, no ropes. It's kind of amazing. As you can see, they got the left side done over there, and they're working on the right side, which is the south side. So you can see the pile of plywood down there on the ground in front of the garage on the right. And he's almost got it up there to where he's going to put it down. And there goes one guy down the ladder as the sheet of plywood is put down on top of the roof. And then he's got to get it down in place. And then you can see the trusses we have on the right side, or almost down the lower side, that we've been working on. And he's picking up another piece of plywood off the pile. And they just pick it up, take it through the garage, into the house, underneath the loft there, comes out into the great room, and just brings it up the ladder. While the guy down here is putting this panel on and then nailing it down. And there it is up on top of the loft. Here we go. Yeah, they just carry them out there, put them in, carry it out there, put it in. They actually had 5 pieces of plywood up there. At the end of the day, they'll have to come back down some point in time. Okay, this is what we're ending on here. We got decking on all the garages. We still need the main house roofed, which is a big beam in the middle and the roof panels up, and we won't be able to do this much longer, hopefully. Is take off from the loft and up and see some view. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to keep track of us. We are making progress. And leave us a comment. We'll catch you later.